Hello, and welcome to some Krastorio 2. My name's Trismegistus, and we are playing through Krastorio 2, a overhaul mod for Factorio, complete overhaul mod, that I started, or had a go at last year, I suppose 18 months ago now, and didn't quite enjoy enough to keep going. But we're coming back to it, we come back to it. I'm just testing out the sound. Something odd has happened with these headphones where an update's happened and it's a lot quieter because it's on maximum volumes on my thing. The level is the same on the OBS, but I can barely hear it. I mean, it is a little quiet. In fact, it is a little quiet, isn't it? Why is that? Oh, that's okay. Uh, Maybe it's just the walking sound is a little quiet. That seems a little better. Yes, so this guy's trying to catch up. We are basically coming back to. I'm trying to play it through, basically trying to complete it. I don't really know what the completion point is for Krastorio 2, but we're getting to the point where we've sort of completed all of the vanilla stuff. It's slightly modified. It isn't a massive amount of changes. That's kind of what it's known for. Krastorio 2. It's like a mildish overhaul. And we basically have produced and done a whole load of researches. So I didn't actually put modules there, I don't think. What way round did I actually do it? So this was... this is what we did last episode, basically. We put these on. We've got almost all of the tech cards, actually. There. And then this is some extra ones of... where are they? These bad boys? I didn't... My comments last time were they're probably going to add one for speed as well, but I never actually did that. I haven't touched this since I last streamed. And then this is more red belt, as you can tell. But yes, we're getting to the point where we've sort of done the vanilla stuff. So basically, we are about to sort of get into rocket launch territory. So if I pop up the science, I did a little bit of nuclear last time. So we can add some of those on, and we can do some of those. So we can maybe get a nuclear power plant on the run. We also, there's these nuclear locomotives, which is interesting. But the big thing really is we've got rocket science and rocket silo. And as you can see, we've got all of the prerequisite technologies done. So we also have now all of these tech cards. I think a bird just crashed in my window. Blimey. All of these tech cards, so I can research this. So we might as well get it on the queue. I'm thinking probably I might just keep that one. I think we'll probably just get rid of those two, and then we'll have the rocket on the go. And at the very least, I can make, the bits and pieces. But the thing I want to start with today, because there are also plenty of buffs I can still do, and we can do, we still need to get to level 3, logistics and automation before, and effect transmission, before we get into the properly new technologies. Pretty much everything here is new, I think. Obviously, Spidertrons and atomic bombs are the thing, but vanilla things. But we're pretty much into new stuff after that, which is pretty cool. So yeah, so we'll queue those up, and then we'll let it get to rocket science. And in the meantime, I can set some production up for lithium batteries, because I started lithium production last time, but I never actually finished it. So I didn't do the maths, partly because I don't know what the maths needs to be. But we did set up like a mini production area here. I don't know how many... Why are you not working? Because you haven't got a recipe set, that's why. We haven't got anything done, and I haven't, there's just venting going on and stuff. So it all needs proper circuits on it and stuff like that. So we could do that. But I just wanted to set up the actual lithium production. And I'm just going to run this straight down. And we'll probably actually make the batteries here. And we'll just sort of work around it, I think. Because I don't know what, if anything else, lithium needs to be used for. Although I think I've got belt immunity on, so this is a bit relevant. But yeah, we'll let it chunk through. And I say I'll just sort of have this here. I say we'll sort of build the actual batteries over there. So if I just say do that, and we can build this here somewhere. I turned my bots off, didn't I? So how do we actually build them? We need copper, which is on the bus, sulfuric acid, which is on the bus, and lithium. Why have I got this machine here? Was I going to do anything with that? I don't think so. I think I was just confused as to where it was being made. I would say I literally haven't touched it since last time. So we can just take this, I think. So it needs sulfuric acid. Now, do I want a... It would probably be best if I did like a... In fact, probably actually be best if I moved this over. Let's do that. Let's take this up here. And have it be along the edge. And then it's sort of out the way, basically. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinkering there. And then I can split it if I need it on the bus somewhere else. So yeah, so I'll think of this about as a sort of a loop round sort of thing. So if we had bacons there, where am I actually? Aren't I lining them up with the first power pole? I am. Yeah. So if that was there, so this would be sort of theoretical bacon, and then we want say 2 rows for pipes. Is that going to work? Because haven't we got quite a lot of ingredients? We've got copper, lithium, and sulfuric acid, and the batteries coming out. So we probably want a bit more room. So if we have some sort of pipe arrangement here, then we can have... We could do 2, actually, like that. If we do that trick, we potentially get 2 belts in there. Do we need that? What are the production volumes like? So 1, 1, 1 makes 1. So it's all the same numbers. So we could then... I could obviously flip these round as well. And if it's the same numbers, we could half belt. But let's try it like this for the time being. So they'll have a 1 input there. I'll decide what that is in a minute. And then we want 1 input there. And 1 output there. Is that right? So we'll have, say, you know, whichever. Copper, lithium, batteries. And then flip that round. Put you there. And then we both need power. Which I doubt I can hit everything yet. And that needs that there anyway. So that's something coming in there. So I don't really have any kind of clue as to how big this really should be. But, you know, I don't know if lithium batteries are a mega production item or a relatively minor one. I assume fairly significant, otherwise they wouldn't have added the mechanic in. Bit of lighting on it. Copy that over. Oh. If I flip the pipe there, that should work. Then we can have that as being a solid pipe, I think. Will that work? I think so. Put that there, that there, that there. Could just be solid pipe. So that will be the sulfuric acid. Input. output, input, output. So that should work. I just sort of double that up. Oh, it's saying it's got no power because the power poles are out of ghosties. Cool. Okay, so just need to hook all this up. Let's put the lithium up the middle. So probably actually have been better if it was the other way around, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. Do I actually? Because I could take it down onto the bus. Trouble is, it's all the way down here. No, let's not do that. Let's. So I don't actually know whether I need these. You know what I need them for, other than the. I believe they're some sort of secondary version of accumulators that you need for more advanced machines, but I don't know what sort of volumes. That's the problem. Could be hundreds and thousands, could be tens. If we put, we may have run out of science things by this point, because this is obviously, you're saying we've got some gaps that we can fill out. But what we need here is the copper. And copper is there. So let's pop some copper on there. Give that a splitter. And then it's going in there. Let's underground it here. Because we want to avoid that as well, but that's why I said it'd probably be better the other way around. But so I don't know what I'm doing with that. So I can underground that if we need to. So we'll just avoid this one here. I was just thinking there wasn't any lithium, but it's just chugging through at a very slow rate. I say it wasn't set up to be volume. It was very much just sum to work out the recipe. Okay. Wait, why did that not? There you go. Okay. We might as well put some in a chest, I guess. Because we might end up be better botting them over, you see. So these are going to be lithium sulfur batteries. And we don't want it to put in more than, I don't know, as I say. Where are they? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Say 200? I don't know. Put a light on that. So we've got everything apart from the sulfuric acid. I think I might do one lane. So if we pop that there, like that. And then how far? Oh, do that there then. That there. That there. There. Because the fluid should all be down here, so if we put it there. Oh, it's right there. Super duper. Cool. Oh, we have. They've made some already. Blimey. Okay. Excellent. Right, so that's the lithium batteries made. So I don't think I can actually do anything with them. Because they're made in those. Back. And this doesn't have any uses, other uses, I don't think. I think it's just yeah, you see they're used in these things, and I haven't unlocked any of them, so because you need the blue cards, and we haven't got the blue cards yet. Turns out the blue cards are made from These batter, where are they? You make them from, well, you need to make the matter tech cards, which is a load of stuff. The Immersite comes in. But yeah, you make them from, I say, lithium as well. So we do need them somewhere, but we could probably have them next door. That's what I was sort of saying earlier. But yeah, we would need the Immersite whole thing, and that's, I'm pretty sure I haven't unlocked that. Because isn't that... Have I unlocked Immersite? No, you need this quarry mineral, which we can do. That gives me the Immersite. So let's focus on the rocket first, which it's chugging through. Go. So what could we do? I guess I could work on some of the numbers. So if we were to say that this is, you know, I don't know, half of the production we need. Do I want minute? I want seconds, don't I? So we would need two lithium a second. So if we were to try and do 4 a second, what will we actually need? So it's only 0.8 a second. 8, 16, 24. So we need, say, 3 times as much here. So we would need... Oops. Why did that? What was in the way there? I'm not entirely sure. There's something in the way. Yeah. Right. Like that. Oops. So is this in... Oh, it's in that robot range, isn't it? I thought we were out of the thing, but I've got robots here. In fact, I was just using them to build this, wasn't I? I wasn't really... Oh, no, it needs to refuel. Yeah, that's why I had them. Okay. So this would triple the production of this. I need these to be here for the calculator to work. So we'll put them in. But I don't need them to be powered. So this gives me 2.4 a second, which is what we need. And we are... Oh, we're way over on that. So this is producing way more than we need. Okay. Can I do the whole lot? So if I do this, can I get it to tell me what I'm short of? So according to that, I'm short of them by 33. Wow, 33? But I've got way too many of these. Is that right? So, because they've filled it all in now. That's now very loud. So I've got 6 too many machines. If we take out 4. So I've still got 1.6 too many, but that's fine. Let's just get rid of... I can always add it back in. Connecting. Cool, so that's now... Whoops. That. So what are the numbers like now? Still 33 below. Why is that? We've got 11.2 too many. That's why. Sand machines. So we've got loads more sand than we need. For what we're doing. So why don't I chop some of that out? I mean, I could just take out one of these rows, couldn't I? And if it does get scaled up, we can, you know, it's just a case of plopping them in. So that's that. And then what did I have way too many of? still got twice as, you know, could take a whole load out of there. 1.6, 11.2 hydrogen chlorides, and I don't need... So I've got 11 too many of these. No, 11 too many of these. Wait, what? But isn't that all of them? Because that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I only need one of these. Okay. Huh. That doesn't seem right. So I'm still 5 of those down, though. I've got 10 too many of them. Crikey. Where is the... Oh, I see. It's one of those problems. Because these are producing both of the things that I need. So I should be venting hydrogen. Whatever this is called. Yeah, hydrogen. Now, where's the best place to start putting that? Because we did need to do that. Oh, and also the chlorine's coming down. Oh, it's coming down for these guys. That's probably why it's such a big imbalance. Yeah, so I would need 5 more of those to properly supply everything I've got running here. Not that anything's really running. So in other words, I'd need more of these. And then I need a way of getting rid of the hydrogen. Okay. So if we copy... I don't fundamentally mind it being at a slight deficit, if I'm honest. So we just sort of fill in a couple more. And so we need a bit of logic on the go. More than anything else. Let's have a look at it now. So. Yeah, so we've got more machines than we need now, but we've got way, way, way too much hydrogen. Everything's positive though, so that's good. Nothing by 1 machines. Oh, something that I've got a recipe on. Unless it means this... No, that can't mean that. So it looks like I've missed a recipe somewhere. Nothing by 1 machine, okay. Nothing by 1 machine. Oh, it must mean this. It must mean that. Yeah. So it's basically a setting it to nothing machine. So if we just get rid of that, we'll sort of control it elsewhere. Right, so what am I actually doing with this? Because this one isn't hooked up. That one's not doing anything, so that's an error. So they're coming around there. Oh, rocket silo. There we go. So we'll leave the proper researches for the time being. We'll just do these buffs that I had. You know, knocking about. Might even add that one on. We'll certainly do with a bit of that. What's that? 500 of them. So just stack these up, and if it chunks through them, great. But if we need to come and do something... Oh, did I not add that one on? Oh, what? Oh, it doesn't matter. We could always buff some of the military as well. At some point we will have to clear stuff, and I guess we could add that one on. Because, you know, if we want to get to a nuclear power plant at some point. But we've got the rocket silo unlocked. So we can do that now. So, the oxygen ends here. The chlorine ends here. So, where do I actually want them? Oh, I forgot my car's up there. Let's go get a car as well. Because it might be better maintaining these, essentially. You know, and using this as a logic thing. So if it backs up too much, we'll stick it into a... Yeah, I think I like that idea. So we'll move this over, essentially. All of this pipe work. Oops. Like that. And so if this tank fills up, I'll put a little logic on it. Oops. Helps if you get it in the right direction. I'll put a little logic on it. If I can find the flare stacks. And we only want that to activate if the amount of oxygen in this... Is it oxygen? Might be not. I can't remember what it actually... I don't know why I've started calling it oxygen. No, it's hydrogen, so it's not even the right thing. If that gets above, I don't know, say 5,000, then vent it. So can you put... I guess you can put 2 in at the same time. Because I don't really care about pollution, because, you know, the vitals are all switched off, so not actually that fussed about pollution. Oh, actually, that's wrong, isn't it? Because that's coming out of there. So what I actually need is to have that connected still. So that needs to be that. I guess we could put a pump on to make sure it pushes it that way as well. You know, an unlogicked pump to try and get it to push it that way. And it'll only go that way if it's too much, in theory. But I don't know what the capacity is for that. Input at 50. So it'll only get rid of 50, is that saying? Net machines 11. We'll have to see what it does, basically. So this is the other one. Yeah, so this is probably better if I... I mean, this should really be up here, I think. So we want the same idea. Oh no, I can't put it here, can I? So I've got that going down there. Although I guess that is the priority. It's like the priority to make sure stuff comes down there. Oh, this is behaving weird now. What have you done wrong there? Oh, I'm cramming it into... Oh, okay. There's some weirdness going on there. We'll sort it out in a second. I guess the priority is that it comes down and is used for mining, and it's actually quite a small demand. So we're okay with that, I think. If there's just a pump there, push it as much as it can down, and whatever's left comes up this way. Sound levels are all over in this thing. I don't know if that's because I've done something weird with the settings. I haven't really touched the settings though. And then... Can I get some power over there? Right. And then it wants a logic thing that says... Oh no, not on that one. Just try that again. So we want one there and one there. And this one wants the logic that says only turn on. So it looks like you could probably put 2 in, but I don't know how you do that with only one input. Only turn on if that goes above. Did I put it as 10,000 or 5,000? Let's do 10,000. No, 5,000. Keep them roughly the same. No logical reason other than that's fine. Oh, this was obviously what it got. Yeah. Before it had the logic on it. That's pumping that away. It may well be that it can't handle the, you know, the throughput. Now, what weirdness have I done here? Why have I squished it in so tight? That's the real problem. So it might have been better if I just, like, kept those two. Oops. And just chop the last one off. Because these belts can't cope with this volume of stuff anyway. Why are you not doing anything? Because you haven't got an inserter. So it's slightly better, you know, amount of stuff. But these belts can't really... I'm putting 3 lots of onto one belt and then half onto the other. So that's really, really dumb. What would be a slight tweak to this? So if I move this up... Because I'm thinking I could actually put this in here. And we can have both of those coming up there. Or actually, no. That could be the first two. And then this one, yeah. We'll have a balancer just because. If we put... In fact, if I upgrade this... Oops. Like that. It needs higher level belt because these things absolutely pump out the, you know, the sand and stuff. It's like I'm not actually coping with the amount of sand it's producing, if you see what I mean. But then we were quite a bit over with these machines anyway. I've got 2 sets of splitters on there, 2 sets of balancers. For some reason. I guess I could make that a real belt as well. Cool, okay. I could do with some caps on these, couldn't I? Because I don't need all of this. Oops. Don't need all of that. Have I got one on stone? Not really. I guess I'm converting it to landfill. Right, okay. Let's go and mess about with some rockets then. I guess. And is these running? It doesn't appear to be doing anything, but its output is maxed. And that output is maxed there. This is backed up on the belt, and these guys aren't doing anything. Why not? Oh, they... Oh, of course, it's a closed loop. I forgot about that. Yeah. These output chlorine. Yeah, okay. So we need some way of handling that. So I guess I could just have a, you know, a thing coming back round to here. Where could I feed it in? I mean, if we fed it in there... What does that... Is that going to be a problem? I think that'll be okay. So if I... Yes, I forgot about that. Closed loop nature of the system. So that is already connected. So I need to bring this over here. We could probably do with a pump on it, couldn't we? To make sure it flows in the right way. And I guess that's what I was thinking when I had that there. But if we pop in a pump, say there, so that we can power it. Now, where do I want this to be? There's fine, I think. That's. So hopefully it's coming through there. This is a bit of a weird junction to have in Factorio. Doesn't like those sorts of junctions with fluids. Even though it lets you set them up, it doesn't like them. Because of how they've done the fluid mechanics, but that's fine. Right. Are you working now? No, because... Why is the chlorine not going anywhere? Whoops. So I need something here, don't I? Why have I not done that properly? I guess because I thought it might be passed through. Are you working? I think you're working, aren't you? You've not got water. Why have I not? Oh, because this is the wrong way around. Ah, have I copied the wrong... I think I've copied the wrong bit. So it should be chlorine, water... Apologies for the volume. I've been looking at doing audio ducking so that it dips the volume of the game. Chlorine, water, chlorine, water, chlorine, water, chlorine. Chlorine, water, chlorine, water, chlorine, water, chlorine. Cool. Now are you all working? You're so fussy, so fussy. Yep, looks like it's all going. Right. Now the footsteps seem incredibly loud. Walking sound was 45 by default. Right. Okay. And we've made what I assume is an amount of lithium batteries, which you don't have any use for. So, let us look at building a rocket. Now, in order to build a rocket, I think it's pretty much the same. I don't think it's changed as such. So we need to build a rocket silo. We'll set up some requests for all of those to see if it delivers them. Because I think I'm building everything there. But I'm not 100%. So we'll set up a little thing to build a silo. I'm just wondering, so I do want to do one for speeds, so we'll put it here, I think. No, let's put it, because that doesn't take up a full thing. Because I just copy and paste it over and change the recipe, basically. So if we build this a little thing on the side here, and we'll just get this to make a silo for us. I don't know if the game is going to require me to do, like, 100 rocket launches, to get materials and stuff. I don't know if it has that sort of system to it. but we shall see. And we will get this to output the 1. So connect it, override the stack side on this. We want to get... Where are you? So is it not in military? There it is. So we want, if there's less than 1, please turn on. And we want... Normally when I do these, I just do it on 2. Because, you know, it requests a load of stuff. So it looks like everything's coming. 1,000. In fact, is that the full recipe? Oh, I thought it did half the recipe. Weird. I thought when you copied the recipe across into a chest, it did half the recipe. Oh, it doesn't matter. Eventually, you know, if I just don't need a lot of silos, I just, you know, just get recycled into the system, so it's not an issue. But it is bringing everything, so, or as much as it can. Given the relatively low volumes of everything, but everything's coming. I say whether that's just because there's, you know, I mean 18 doesn't seem very many, for example. So I may not be making them. They may just be sat in some chest somewhere. But yeah, okay. So little light on and set that to rocket silos. Okay, so it'll make a silo for us. Hopefully, eventually there'll be enough stuff. If not, I say we need to fix what's missing. I think I am just going to copy and paste this. So if we do that, I'm not going to hook it up though. I'll work out what sort of numbers I want to do. It just gets us a bit of a head start, is my feeling. So I can put that there, you see. So it'll build it, and I won't hook it up. In fact, I'll take that bit off. I think. In fact, take all that off. And I can just, you know, fix it as it were to be speeds, because we are making a few speeds, but it's tiny. They're down here somewhere. Right. So there's that. But to make actual rockets, we need to make RCUs. Oh, in fact, yeah. We need the speeds for that, so we'll use them there. And we also need processing units. Now, are they on the bus? Yeah, they are. Okay. I imagine the production scale is pathetic, but... Okay. Low density structures. Am I already making low density structures? I thought I was. I thought one of these sciences needed them. Because I mean, I'm not proposing to, you know. Yeah, here we go. These are low density structures. Is this just? I mean, it seems science seems to have been backing up for absolutely ages. Because I've done, you know, research speed and stuff, and you know, another couple. So, oops, I've run past them. Since it started backing up. So it just looks like we could do with more labs, basically. We've kind of run out of room. I could always loop them back again. We could also say, we're about to, well, we could do with doing effect transmission and getting some beacons on, because obviously they're a bit slow with the prod modules on. So throwing a few beacons at them would not hurt. So I guess we could add that on. We need to be a bit selective with them because obviously they're a massive power drain, really. Right, so yes, but we can copy and paste this, basically, is what I'm thinking. Just double that up. And this here, we need to swap out, basically. So these need to be level 1 speeds. The recipe, I believe, is identical. And this should be a level 2 speed. And that's all fine. We want this to be based on that. And we want that to be based on that. Okay. So yeah, we need to hook this up then in order to make the RCUs. But the RCUs otherwise are simply blue circuits, which we may need to beef up, but we shall see. RCUs. So, yeah, we've got the speeds and the processing units. It's 1-to-1, 30 seconds. I don't know what a decent sort of production rate is. Well, there's still electric motors coming, so obviously I'm making them somewhere. But if that's just them two, and they're 1-to-1, and they're very slow, we might as well just do a central production-y one. You know, one of these style things that I'm a big fan of. We have blues. That's right. The speed's coming sort of from there, and then we'll take them down to the bus. So then we want the blue circuits coming from, you know, from down. Oops. Oops. No, that's right. Like, why am I not using regular things like that? Yeah, so we need to sort of take these up. I guess we could take them up afterwards, so we can have a little split sort of here. So this will be the... it's a bit ridiculous, this. I'm taking them all the way down. I'm literally going to take them straight back up again. But, you know, whatever. In fact, why am I taking them all the way down to the bus? When I bet they're only used in a few things? Rocket. So this is the bit that's missing for me. It doesn't tell me what they're used in. It tells me what they're made in. But it doesn't tell me what they're used for. I'm not quite sure how I get at that. But we can get it from the tech view. So, rocket control units. Sorry. So they're used for Spidertrons, bombs, or they enable Spidertrons, bombs, and things. So not a lot. So why am I taking them all the way down to the bus? Why not just stick them in a chest or two? Especially since the bus, you know, the bus is way down here. Okay, so in that case, we'll have the speeds come in this way. I need to avoid the science. So if we sort of have the output kind of coming this way. And then, oops, that's the blues. And then we'll just put them in a chest or two. Well, two's a bit ambitious. Two is a bit ambitious. So this is going to be RCUs. Into the network. We want. I could always just belt them over locally, I guess, couldn't I, as well? But let's just put some in a chest anyway, for the time being. We've got nowhere to put them anyway, so... Is 200 reasonable? 200 seems a lot. Filter on that. So this needs to be the blues coming in. So we need to avoid the science all the time. Got to keep remembering that. That there. That there. Oops. So now this is the blues. Oh. So if that's the output there, I also need to hook it up here. No, there. Oops. So if that's putting on that side, if I put these to be... Wait. Oh no, that's right. So that's the output there. So if I put them on the... make these all far. Oh, they are far. Oh, that's alright then. And then those are going to be on the other side. Cool. So what do we need? So how have I hooked it up here? We've got those guys coming in the middle, which is a pathetic volume. Look at that. That's really getting eaten up. We clearly need a lot more of them. But I've got a combined red and green here. Oops. So this is a combined red and green. And then this one is just green. And this is the circuit. So we need a lot more of them. Like a lot more. So if I take the greens just from that top lane, let's just copy that over. Okay. I've not heard it give me the radioactive noise, so I don't know if these... I thought they were. I don't know if it's just because it's so low level the shield is protecting me anyway. It's a bit strange. Because I'm sure they gave me the guy who counted noise before. Weird. Okay. Right. So, we need to combine a red and green, mate. Now, yeah, there's two right there, aren't they? So if we do that. Okay. So we want... if I did... because that could be that. Yeah. Do that. That. Underground here. Bing bong bing. What? Oh, we've run out of science altogether. Okay. Let's do some of these other buffs then. Do I want to do a military buff? Or do we want to get some of the logistics on the go? I'd quite like to see them, but I don't know that I'm doing much. I don't think I'm even at the stage where I can actually do the nuclear reactors. So it seems a bit of a folly to... Unless the idea is they don't... I mean, that would be weird. I was saying, maybe the idea was that they don't... You know, you stick the... You know, reactor things in, and it just powers it. But it says consumes nuclear fuel. So if I haven't got any fuel for a nuclear power plant, there's no point having them yet. What else could we do? I guess we could just buff some of the military stuff, because I've buffed these up to 3. So we might as well just do that. So we are going to have to clear some biters. I might as well do it, because there's some fun toys coming. You know, with the railgun turret and stuff. And these guys. And that excellent looking tank. So we might as well, you know, do a bit of buffing, and I'll play with them rather than get the companion drones to just wipe them out. And then, yeah, let's just leave it to chunk away on that. And we'll put a bit of a thing in now. So that's the red and the green. But I also need this anyway, don't I? Up here. Okay. Could I just sneak that out? We take that back. I could just sort of spaghetti this round. Oh no, I can't. Oh, I can, because I can move that up. We can pop that in there. Do that. But yeah, these are clearly pathetic amounts of production. I don't know if that's because they're stuck with something. You know, they're not just getting the supply or what, really. But we shall trace it back and see what's going on. Are none coming through at all? Oh, there we go. Okay, so those are those. Put that there. So we'll just have a couple for the time being. Just so that we start making a few. Has it even made a silo yet? Not yet. It's the electric engines that it's not really getting. So let's go and see where we're making them. And see if we can't boost that up a bit. Because that could well be just a little appendix to our bot production. Rather than a dedicated build. What are we doing on power? Oh, look at that. We've got headroom for days, mate. Headroom for days. Oh. Yeah, so that's electric engines. Oh, is that it? That can't be it. That's not my entire electric engine production, is it? Because those are inserters. That's sort of power stuff. Wow, I think that's all of my electric engine production. Crikey. Okay. Seriously, is that all the electric engines are producing? Okay. Do they need... They just need green circuits and engines, don't they? Maybe we could do a little mini... electric engine build then. Just to sort of add that on. So we've made a couple of RCUs, that's good. How about... Because I'm actually thinking, if I... Let's have a look at the thing. So, a bit down the bottom, won't it? Oh, let's just search it. So, rocket... Where's it gone? There it is. So, a rocket part is 10, 10, 10. I'm not making any rocket fuel either, am I? That's a point. I mean, I'm not, I'm not actually fussed if it takes ages for it to make a rocket. I'm not, I'm not. They're very slow to make anyway. Because you need ridiculous amounts of production. And I say, I don't know whether it's a requirement to, go big with rockets for this, or it's just a small thing. I'm not actually sure what it gives you, but we've got a lot of constraints on the production. I was just wondering if I stick a sort of a mini electric engine build in there, am I causing myself any problems? Because we could put the second one of these. In fact, did I overproduce this in order to use these? No. So it's perfectly matched. It's just that we're not burning the science very quickly. I guess another part of it is some of the sciences don't use every tech card, so it'll back up and stuff. But yeah, if we put a little electric engine build in here, and then we could do a copy of that there. It seems way over the top, this, but let's grab that bit. Do I really need all of that? I mean, I'm making a couple of RCUs. So if we just build a, like 3 sort of chunks, as it were, I can always copy and paste it up. Because the bot, I mean, if we do it, I mean, the bots will do it for us, obviously. So I put that there. And then we could try and put rockets in there. But I say in here. No, let's leave that. We had bacons there. So what do we need for electric engines? Regular engines, green circuits, and lubricant. Okay. So if I had lube in the middle somewhere, then we could have would it be a bit of power there, I think? Is it 1-to-1 in this thing? Yeah. So it's 1-to-1 still. So that's good. So am I just gonna, I think I'm just gonna put these in a chest. So if we had a line of green there. Where would it need to be? It would need to be because we need the engines from there, because this is going to be engines. And then green circuits coming up there. I mean, I could. No, I couldn't. That wouldn't work. Oh, doesn't really matter which side I put it on, but. Because these need a bit more complicated stuff. Pipes and gears and stuff. Yeah. Oh, I was going to put it in chest, wasn't I? Where am I putting the chest? If we move the whole thing over. 2. Then the chesticles can go here. And then we can have the iron plate line coming, say, that way. Stronger explosives too. It's already done all of them. Crikey. So, I guess... let's make them all 3. Like that. So they're all buffed to the same degree then. I could do braking force 5 as well, I guess. And robo speed, inserter speed. We could have the next level of those techs. I just don't want to get too far ahead of myself with building things like belts and all that sort of stuff. Okay, because all that needs is green circuits. So we would need green circuits on there. Then these guys need pipes and things. How many do I actually want? Because they take like 10 seconds. And what am I using? This is basically demanding them, isn't it? It's like 200. So if you had 5 of these. 2, 4, 6. What's that? 2, 4, 6, 8. Well, I've got the other 2, I guess, technically. But how many... What I'm wondering is how many cog and stuff machines I need. Because it's only 0.6 and 1.2. Because we potentially just stick these on the bottom. Cog and pipe. Where's pipe? Oh, they're in there. Yeah, you see that's more than enough cog and pipe for that. So how much, in fact, although what are the numbers? If I need 3.6 per second. Yeah, that's more than enough production there. So if I put this, say, I put that, because that's right where the science is. Because this can be the iron plate. I'm just wondering how I get the cogs and the pipes moving up on a belt there. And there's a blooming roboport. I guess I could just move all of this up, couldn't I? So if we just move this up here. Move those. Be there, there. Like that. And then I can have these guys just putting on a belt. Oh, you're in the way. Okay. Because he can't get anything now. Wait, does it matter that they're not getting beaconed? That's irrelevant, isn't it? Now that it's up, these are, further up, sorry. It's not in the way as much for the first couple. That's annoying. I mean, the other option... No, that wouldn't work. Let's not do that. Just because that can't get access to the cogs and pipes. Maybe I just don't have that one then. So it's all a bit over the top anyway. Yeah, that'll be fine. So these guys... That arrangement. And then these want to grab there. And then this could be near. And then they're both sides of the belt. This needs to be an iron plate belt. Let's base that. This is green circuits doing the same thing. So this is an iron plate belt. Cool. And then this is a green circuits belt. Cool. So that's green circuits. This is not connected now for some reason. Let's just put that there. These eyes all need condition on, don't they? So connect. This wants to be electric engines less than, say, 200 or something. And then this wants filtering. To electric engines. Go. If I do that, it should copy them up. Yep. And what else? Oh, lubricant. Okay. Can't forget your lube. Gets awful sore without your lube. Can't forget your lube. Right, lube obviously is all the way down. Doesn't reach quite far enough. Yeah. I'll put it there, haven't I? Lube is the very top one. Excellent. Nice and easy. Sorted. So, we should have made... Yeah, we've made a silo. Super duper. Let's just plop it down for a second and check. Looks like it's pretty much identical to vanilla. Okay. So if we put this like here somewhere, out of the way for the time being, then this needs connecting up for first thing. And what does it want? It wants steel, plastic, and copper. Steel, plastic on the outside, copper on the inside. Excellent. So this is copper. Let's just copy this down again. Like so. So that's copper. I'll catch me copper. And then this needs to be a joint. Plastic and steel. Not entirely sure what that belt's... Oh, that's science, isn't it? Okay. So, where... Ah, so we've got steel there. Where's plastic there? Plastic's all the way down here. So, it's on the outside, isn't it? So, doesn't really matter, I guess. And this is going to be plastic. Plastic. And that. No. Plastic there. And then pretty much the identical same thing again, so take it down to there. In fact, let's just copy and paste. I can put that on. Don't know why I did that, because all it achieved was one belt. That didn't fill in. Oh, this is not powered, okay. Oh, I didn't put any lights on this, did I? So, light. What about you? You didn't get any lights either? So available? Oh, they are. It's just slow. Okay. Right. So in theory, we've got the RCUs and the low density structures. We do not have any rocket fuel. How do I make rocket fuel in this game? Is it identical? Is it the norm? Let us see. Oh no, rocket fuel isn't. What the heck was that? Fertilizer. Okay. Greatly accelerates the growth of plants in a greenhouse. Okay. So that's like a way of speed boosting plants, I guess. Right, so what am I looking for? I'm looking for one of them. Because change this, I think, at some point, and I always forget. It'd be in... No, it's not in intermediates. Where is it then? Have I been done? Very, very good chance. So rocket fuel. Oh, it's made in... Oh, of course. This game now has fuel refineries. So, fuel refineries it is. Oh, they're made from... Okay, it's completely different. So, light oil, oxygen, and iron plate. That makes quite a lot of sense, actually. Okay. Right. None of them it is, then. Where is... Excuse me. Where... There it is. So, if we order some of them up... I was wondering, is there like an advanced... What's that? Reprocessing, okay. Is there an advanced... Because it seems dark to me. So, is there like a night... Oh, there is a night vision level too. Oh, it requires Immersite, okay. Okay. Are you bringing me fuel plants? Don't know why I ordered up 50, but I did. Okay, so we can make rocket fuel here. Here they come. And then we need to feed it up to that. Obviously, this needs some bacons in. In fact, let's handcraft a few of them. So we need 4... 1, 2, 3, 4. We could make a couple of speed beacons to sort of compensate for the slowdown, but it doesn't really matter because, you know, I'm not going to be producing it at like a rate a million miles a minute anyway. Right, so if this was producing... Oh, you've got multiple options. Okay. Ah, okay. I think I'm just going to go with the or that one. Because I've got it all here, but I don't know what volumes I'm producing it in. Hydrogen chloride. But we got light oil and oxygen, you see. But so I don't know if they're particularly highly produced. We could always say mix things up. And have it produced in all sorts of different ways on the same belt, as it were. Right, so iron plate, light oil and oxygen. So actually, probably better if I have that as the input. Move that back one. So we're making rocket fuel in that way. We're going to have the iron plate coming in there. One. And going out there. Going in there. Going there. And then we can have one of those. Like that. That. Yeah. So we need to connect this one to in fact, let's do some cross connection. So we have to hook it up once. What am I doing there? that needs to be oxygen. And that needs to be light. Wrong one. That one. So that needs to come out there. Then we have the cross connection. That's oxygen like that. And then this one is light oil. What have I done wrong there? Okay, let's just do it there. No. Thought I was going to simplify it, and it's so complicated. So that one is oxygen, and that one is light oil. So this one is oxygen. Okay. So this one is oxygen. Where is light oil? Light oil is there. So it might, one of the things, it might be worth producing, you know, the rocket fuel in different ways, because obviously oil is technically limited. Oh, I didn't hook that up properly, did I? I was wondering why there's nothing in the pipe, and it's because I didn't. I put that bit on, but I didn't actually connect it. There we go. Okay, and then we want one of these arrangements. One of these newfangled arrangements. We should put a chesticle so that we've got it available generally. Rocket fuel. Connect. Rocket fuel. Say, I don't know, 100 or something. Oh no, it's only stacks to 10, doesn't it? So that's a bit pointless. Or maybe it doesn't, this mod. But this needs to be iron plate. That needs to be across there. Cool. Let's see it make some rocket fuel. Oh my word, that's loud. If I just set this to defaults. Because I turned the music off. Why did I turn the music off? But yeah, I turned the overall volume down. Because it's a bit much. Generally. And I usually turn music, even though I love the Factorio soundtrack, I always turn music down. But I'm wondering which of these, would it be game effects maybe? So if we turn this down, because it could be the simulations. Still seems ridiculously loud. So, because that could be like bullet noises and stuff. That doesn't seem any better. Simulations down, maybe? No, neither of those seem to have made a slightest bit of difference. Marvellous. Why are you not working? Oh! Have we got rocket fuel being made already? Oh! Oh, we have! What's that used in then? Oh, it's in one of the techs. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's like the low density structures, doesn't matter that we've got an extra bit. Yeah, but there we go. Right, so yes, you need to be starting to make rocket control units. Did I hand make? I did. And we can have a couple of bacons in. Just as a compensatory speed boosty thing. Okay. Oh, I turned my thing up, didn't I? But it is quite loud on there. Shouldn't have fiddled with this. I should have left it until after the stream, because that was silly. So I turn my thing up. Right, so is that back to crafting speed 40%? Really? Minus 10%. Okay, that's fine. Right. So we need to feed this. Okay, now they're incredibly quiet. Let's just turn that back up. I'll turn the music down. Come on. And the gain volume down. What a thrilling stream, eh? Man adjust settings. An epic in 10 parts. Am I just going to do something horrendous? Because we just haven't fed in. What was in... Oh, this is where the blooming tech cards go, isn't it? That's why I'm keeping it free. Tech cards are on there. In fact, let's get the bots to lay all that in. So I know where it's going. I've completely forgotten about it there anyway, so that's always a good thing. Yes, so we can have this coming here and being part of that. Then we also need these guys. So we can just be a bit of undergrounding there. And I guess that didn't really help me, did it? That's a bit pointless. But yeah, we want one coming here. That. And then the next one here. Do that little gap there. Not had very much spaghetti in this game. So it's a good time to just start. So that'll just chunk away, making, you know, some rocket parts at a pretty slow pace, but say I'm more than happy with that. Because we've got kind of more than enough to do, really. Okay, let's put that, no. Okay. Because we need to make satellites, and I don't actually think I can do that, can I? Because you need to do... Do you do satellites in their game? I'm just assuming that... Oh, what's that? GPS satellite. Communicates with a planetary teleporter to facilitate its function. Okay. Oh, right, so this gets you... What? Oh, I need that technology before I can do them. Oh, okay. Ah. So I need to do all Immersite and stuff anyway. Oh, so I've just assumed it was fine, the same, and it isn't. Okay. It'll chunk away making a rocket. Anyway, I guess we don't get anything for launching a rocket. But that's how you get whatever those are. Rocket launch product, whatever that is. Can I look up a rocket on here? Because I didn't, because there wasn't a separate satellite one, so I just assumed it was the same. But it isn't, is it? Because these optimization tech cards require satellites? Oh, space research data. Ah, okay. And that's what comes out of the satellite. Ah. So weirdly, even though that recipe is basically identical, I can't make satellites until I've got that. And in order to get that, I need to go through this chain here. That's a bit weird. Okay, well, we might as well start because we've got no research going. Now, we needed the AI tech core. Are there any other prerequisites? No, it's fun. Oh, that also gets a Spidertron. Love a bit of Spidertron. However, he would need that one, which I can't do because reasons. Why can't I research that? Oh, because I need fusion energy. Okay. And then I can do that. Then I can get... Am I being distracted by the lovely, lovely spider? Because that's not what I want to do at all, is it? What I want is this quantum computer, which then gets me the Singularity Lab. And that gets us to optimization tech cards, which I can't queue up. Okay. Right. I mean, there's plenty we can do in the meantime. I'd just been making a gigantic assumption. Oops, and if there's one thing about an assumption, it's they make an ass out of you and me. Take that back. That can go up there. Oops. So this looks like it's probably in the wrong place anyway, but that's fine. Look at the tiny trickle coming through. So we need to solve the issue we were having with these anyway. Because these are pathetic. That's a pathetic flow of those. So let's go and see what the issue is there. Because they're only coming through in a tiny little trickle. Yeah, so it's still not... I'm running on about to see if it's just that I'm using them all, and it's not. It looks like it's not that I'm using them all, I'm just not producing enough. Yeah, the production is tiny, isn't it? Okay, now is that because the machine is failing in some way? Oh yeah, there's only a few of them working. Look. So I got twice as many of those. Okay. Part of it appears to be that plastic is only on a yellow belt. Okay. Why is it only coming... Why is it full on one side and not on the other? Why aren't you doing anything? Because there's very little oil. Petroleum. Okay. Well, for one thing, we could put a balancer on here, proper one. Get it to be a bit more evenly using the machines. That won't solve the problem, though. Oh, I forgot how to do it. So, no, it's that. Wait, what am I trying to achieve? Yeah, that's it. Oh, I've forgotten how to make one of these balancers. How weird. Oh, not already got one, have I? It's just completely gone out of my head. There we go. Guess because I haven't made some in so long. Yeah, that is right. Anyway, let's just use the one I've already pre-done. Weird. That was a weird sensation. Yeah, because we can just pop that on there like that. But that'll at least use it more evenly. So the problem here is there's not enough petroleum. Why not? Well, for that one thing we got a pump there, but... Okay. What am I doing there? Because that's not really full. The light oil is absolutely crammed, isn't it? So we're not cracking enough by the looks of things. Yeah, so we need more light oil cracking. Don't know how much will fit in there. Oh, it's alright. It misses the pipes. A bit weird, but it's okay. We could also put some modules on these. Now that we're starting to make a few. They do take 3, so we could have... And then... what does that make it? That makes it 50% faster. 10% faster, that's better. So we get some free stuff out of it. Like that. Cool. Same here, I guess. It's a bit more petroleum, not a lot more. Is everyone running down here? I guess these haven't got... any modules in here. Oh. And I guess you could take some? And that's basically it. Am I in the zone? No. Stand in the zone and see if there's any prods and speeds available. But this is all now maxed, so we can boost up the belt. Is it in construction area? Yes, so we can just get the bots to upgrade it. Like so. Let's just do that bit. That bit. All of that. To there. To there. And at least that's a full, should eventually become a full belt of yellow. Depending on how many machines. Because didn't I build this and it wouldn't actually support... the belts wouldn't, you know, support the number of machines I put in. Because we can go and put some modules in these as well. We've got no lights on it for some reason. That's bad form. How are we doing now? So, everyone here is running. So that's clearly like max oil production. Peak oil, as they say. Light is now empty. Oh, petroleum's absolutely crammed. That's good, good, good. These are all backed up. Also good. And this is exceeding red belt, although have they upgraded it, everything? No, not quite. So let's just let them chunk through that. Oh, well, no, Raven. Looks like you might need something ramped up a touch. Yeah, I think I built this, and let's have a look. I think it produces more than a red belt's worth, because of how many machines I put down for some reason. In fact, or it was, or did I build it for? Yeah, so it was 0.8 of a fast belt, so it was like more than a yellow belt when I built it for some reason. So we can certainly cope with more. It's just we're not putting the material in. But what does it need? 0.4 of a fast belt is. So put it in regular belt terms. Yeah. So if we can get a full belt in, because I've already upgraded them to red, then it should at least produce a. Well, 1.6 yellow belt. So, a bit more than a yellow belt, a bit less than a red belt. And so I can put some modules in them. Assuming I've got some. We're not making a lot, but yeah. So we're getting plastic down to the end now. Okay. I think we've got still some capacity here. I think this would actually cope with a bit more. We'll put these in, slow things down, and get some free stuff. Everybody loves some free stuff. Okay, let's go and put some modules in some of these, because I think we've still got loads of headroom on the power. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, loads of headroom on the power still. In fact, we could expand it. I'm a bit wary because I do want to upgrade it, and I don't know if it's a recyclable one. But I don't need all these radars in here. These are just so I can build it. Yeah, so what about one of each? So, plus 20%, yeah, that'll do. So, see if I can get my fingers in the right. No, did that wrong. Okay. Oops. Make things around the base, you sometimes forget that some areas need to be increased to keep up. Yeah, it's the classic problem, isn't it? Of you just keep adding more and more production. Particularly with a bus, it's almost like the big flaw, really, with bus type builds. Bus type builds where you're basically like, I'll just keep adding more machines. I'll add more machines. I'll add more production. And you forget that the other end of the bus, the input end, needs boosting up as well. So I'm not quite sure why. I should never have started fiddling with the sound. Should have done that between streams. Not quite sure why. The music is so loud. Maybe it's because I know they tweaked it in the main game. Am I out of? I am, aren't I? And obviously we've got Loggy 3 to come, and Production 3. Okay, all out of modules. Are they bringing me any? Yes, they are. Oh, we got loads, actually. Cool. So the other thing we could do is like extend the bus, because we're going to need a lot more production then. And that means killing off some of these guys. We could also put in some nuclear power, because I'm guessing we've probably got... We've got 15,000 dark green. I can't see the light green there. I mean, there's 18 in there, 8 in there, 18 in there, 10 in there. So that's already a Covarex's worth. 17 there, 22. Yeah, we got several Covarex's worth. Okay, so we could set up a Covarex to sort of pump up production. Can't these also take another, or is it only 2 modules? How are we doing? Have you brought me? No, you haven't. Why not? I got the speeds. Why have you not brought me them? So what have we added? We've added speed ones. There. And then I added both RCUs. I know you can get it to show you on the map with these, but I'm not a fan of how it does it. I prefer the labels, if I'm totally honest. And we added some electric engines. And a bit more low density structures. And then more rocket fuel. There. This is the silo. Here. And then this is lithium batteries. Where are they? Dim blind, there we go. Cool. Okay, have we got these modules? Yes, we have. Oh. Okay, so that's them. Now, if I ended up with prods in all of these, would it be balanced? I suspect it wouldn't. Let's have a look then. Yeah, so it's not enough if I have prods in all of them. Well, that coat. Yeah, that's okay. I should probably boost up the other basics, so like the greens and all that stuff. But let's let it make some, because there's quite a lot of them. So let's add some stuff in here instead, if we can, because these are the most expensive bits. What's that for them? Can I just hand make a couple more? 3 more. And 3 more machines. Cool. So put them in now. Oh, they brought me them anyway. Oh well. Cool, okay. I haven't been balancing any of the lanes or anything, so Going to get some uneven usage, but I'm not too fussed in this. About that. Right, so, Cove X. Cove X. Oops. Oh, I didn't grab the car either, did I? That's stuck off in the wilderness. So, while I work on this, we'll get the bots to expand up the bus a bit. Because we should be able to just sneak it through without having to worry about them too much. We do have that raw material, raw metals there. Didn't I have these blueprinted? Yeah, okay. See, I might want to grab them at some point. Why did you not do the first bit? And then, did I have the others blueprinted? I should do. Yeah, there we go. So that should be that bit. Oh, it looks like it'll fit round there. Fighters. So we'll have to get rid of them at some point. We can also get rid of all these trees while we're working on the bus. Well, while the bots are working on the bus, anyway. How far up can I do that? That'll be fine, I think. And then pipes. Did I blueprint that one? Yes, I did. Wow. Efficiency. The efficiency. Ah. So they're going to get in the way there. I mean, they won't attack, as far as I understand it. I mean, they've already tested that before. But they won't attack them while it's on the passive, so we should be okay. We'll put some Cove X in. We'll move it over slightly in case I need to do more processing or whatever. But I'll put something in here. In which case, get rid of that. I need to order up some centrifuges, I think. Should have done that before. So, if we get, say, 10 of them, if I've got 10. Oh, wow. Am I not making them then? Okay. Let's do that then. Let's do that then. Am I seriously not making centrifuges? Huh, okay. I thought I set them up when I was making the, you know, the original uranium processing. Oh, well. Right, so we need our machines area, which is here. There they are. What? How are they not in the logistic system then? Oh, I wasn't in the logistic system. That was the problem. What a plonker. Oh, I've done the quarry then. Okay, that science is done. So we could do Immersite as well. We've got personal laser defense, which... Personal sniper laser defense. Okay. Yeah, so it was me that was not in the logistics system. Not the machines. Where's landfill? There it is. Cool. Okay. 'Tis I that is not in the logistics system. Right. Yes, so we'll leave one in case I need to do something funky. But then we want a bit of power down here. And some logistic coverage. I'll just put that there for the time being. And I think I've just used my sort of fairly normal process, I think. If I can remember how to do it. So, what do I usually do? So we want to do Cove X enrichment. Oh, okay. So it produces stone. Right, interesting. So it's different in this. So it takes in 30 and 3 and makes 31 and 2. What? Why are you trying to bring me stone? Oh, that's the blooming companion bots going in. So turn them off. It's that companion bot going and fetching a load of stone and stuff. Right. Deconstructing a load of rocks. So this is different then. So it wants 30 and 3. It's different but not different. It's just in the output stone. Which is actually easier, isn't it? Because we don't need to think about, you know, looping it back on itself as such. Because it's just 3. Oh no, you're still looping back the U235. Okay. Just got an extra thing to do. So, what we want is a requester chest. And a storage chest. One of those loops. So then, bit of power. I guess I could put the modules in anyway. And then this wants to request. Well, do I want to do my normal thing? Because I could do that. Do it that way. So this is. Don't I normally make that a steel one? But actually, what I need is for these to be filters. No, we could put all of it in there. And then that could be a filter. And that one be an active provider. Yeah, so why does that need to be a storage? Because that's going to have the U235 and 238 in it. Sorry, I'm thinking this through without properly explaining it. Basically, this is going to request up some 235. 238. 235, whichever one it is. Say 20. And then this one is only going to insert it in here. We need to connect that with a logic thing. And it will only insert, do it as one each. And it, oh no, we'll only insert if there are less than, where are we? 5 of those. Oh no, it's 3, isn't it? And this is requesting those. 20's coming in. It is 238, that one. So it'll only top that up if it's lacking the 3 that it needs. And this will sort of auto buffer itself. So this one won't turn on until it's got them. Okay. Put that stack size as 1. I don't need any logic on that, I don't think. But this is filtered to this guy. Stack size of 1 again. And it only operates if it connected. Only operates if there are less than. Well, I don't have to set it to the same number, but it's sometimes a bit easier to understand. Because this needs 30. So we need to charge it, basically. So we need 30 of these. I shouldn't die because I've got a shield on. But it's taking them away because I've got the logistics on. So if we get 40 in there, well, we could put them in there. So that's always just going to output. This will only turn on. So what we need that to be is a storage chest with that filter on. And then this needs to take out all this stone that it's going to get. So let's let it chunk through a cycle. I could make some... that's the point. We need to automate beacon production. I'm not going to... I don't think I'm going to go mad with beacons on this. But we'll just put a couple on. To compensate for the slowdown. I think it only needs one. But we shall see. Where did they go? Oh, it's not finished. Okay. In fact, we might as well just do a sort of row of bacons. Sort of there. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know it's not properly a line, but whatever. Put that there. Could line that up. And that one doesn't hit anybody. Brilliant. That's fine. So, is it working? Will it cycle through? So it looks like it is. So it's got the 11 there. I just didn't put the modules on. Put them on. I need one more of those. So what's it at now? 70% extra speed. Okay, so it is getting rid of the stone in there. So you're chunking through the 30. It is a little risky, this, in that they may take, once we've got the commands up and running, they could well take stuff from out of there. So what we could do is make that a regular steel chest. And then put the filter going this way. And then this is regular storage. Bit messy, but it's fine. And then the filter chucks it in an active to get rid of the stone. Now this one only wants to kick in if there's more than 30 of them. So if that goes over 30, then you can kick in. Cool. So we need to recopy that over. So a bit messy that, but it's fine. It's fine. It'll do. And that could then be that guy. This needs to be on here. That needs to go to there. That also needs the same condition on it. So only kick in. No, wait. How am I getting rid of this stuff then? That didn't work, does it? This needs to be on here. Oh well. Okay. We lose a beacon, but it's okay. Always put some down the other side as well. I put that in the wrong place, didn't I? In fact, this should be flipped. So that should be flipped rather than rotated, really. Yes, yes, I know. Radiation, blah, blah, blah. Oh, puts that in there. Does that work now? So it's still 40% above base rate. So I could always put some round the rest of it. Keep doing that. Like that. Right. But we need to charge that. We've got loads of this. Now. So I've got 82. So if I put it in, say, half in there. Right, let's take all of that out again. If I do that, no, if I do that, and then flip it, now we can charge that. Oh, we need the other one. Like that. I could hand make a couple more of them. In fact, let's not do that. Cool. Okay. Let's get some lights on it. If I wanted to... Because really, I think we need to move this over, don't we? Because if I wanted 2 sets in there, would that fit? So if we had bacon... No, I mean, we couldn't fit 2 in anyway. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't think I'm making any landfill. It's one thing I do need to be a little careful of, is filling all of my chests up with stone. They're all running. We're running. So it's going to take a while to get through what's there. So if we grab some of these. 62, okay. So I put, how many extra have I got there? 2, 3, 6, okay. So if I put that in there, is that going to be backed up? Not quite. Yeah, because they put loads in there, so it's a bit strange. It's not very efficient that until it's full up, basically. It won't actually sort of produce extra ones. But once it does, it'll just... everything is extra then, if that makes sense. I say, you don't... It's weird, the nuclear power... I mean, they might have changed it in this, I guess, but it's a bit weird, the nuclear power, in that it can feel like you need loads and loads of uranium fuel rods, but actually you don't, because they do last a long, long time. Okay, so that will chunk away, and eventually these will start stacking up extra stuff, and essentially what we're doing is turning 3 of these bad boys into 1 of these. Essentially that's what's happening in that process. I guess I could see, what would it do with the numbers? See, I don't quite understand. Oh! Iron ore by 20 machines. Oh, of course, these guys are producing iron ore as an extra thing, aren't they? Need some feedback loop for that as well. I don't quite know how it interprets the old Kovacs. It seems to be, this seems to be a lot more. But I do need some for the science, so we can't use it all. We could certainly support another one like that, or boost these up with more bacons. Right, so we should automate some beacon production. Where can we put that? So what does it actually need? Is it basically the same as vanilla? So steel, copper, circuits and advanced circuits. Okay. I could check on... Let's just see if the speeds... Yeah, you see this is still not really chunking through. Oh, okay. But that's full now. And I mean, it's full. In fact, like, very full. Okay. Huh. I wonder if I should boost this up then. Can support a lot more. We might as well. Because it's that's the slow one. You see, that belt's full and that belt's not full. Why is that not working? Oh, because I got two inputs. No, I haven't. Oh, it's just the unevenness of... Yeah. This isn't pulling them through. Yeah, okay. That's fine. So, we've got that. They really are slow then. Let's add another one. Because we do want some for, like, spider trial and stuff. Anyway, we could leave that. Obviously, we could put some more, beacons in them and stuff. Just a little wary of going a bit mad with beacons. Given they do hugely increase power demand. Okay, I think we'll put a production of a few beacons over in the sort of machine construction area. Which is up here. Now, where can we squeeze them in? Let's have a think. So, here would actually be quite a good place. Because they use reds, greens, and steel. Except we don't have copper. Copper's over there. So we could... we could steal a line off, or doing another one up might be a bit of a pain because it's loads of stuff there. But we could, hive a bit off of here, send it round, turn it into cables. Yeah, let's do that then. So I'm not going to go. I may need to go bonkers. I don't know. As I say, I don't know the mod. You may end up needing millions of beacons? I don't know. But let's assume we don't for the time being. So, this will then have access to reds, greens and steel. We can put the output in a chest there. Now we can use cable here. That's going to be way too little cable, isn't it? Oh no, okay. Other way around. So we'll set that to be, I don't know, less than 20 beacons. to be filtered to beacons. This will be here. So now we just need to get copper in here. So we could do a line up there, no problem. Yeah, let's just do a bit of spaghetti madness. So, if we do something there. Like that. And then there. And that. Hello, FleshGo1. It doesn't say you're a new chatter, so I assume you stopped by before. But there is they did a tweak to the thing. So if you're new, then welcome. I don't know if you were one of the raiders from when you have stopped by. Cool. Okay. So welcome back then, rather than hello for the new first time. I've been inspired to rebuild my entire base to go from 1-4 trains to try out 2-8 trains. Ah. Yeah, I quite like a big train. You're a sort of a single-headed train fan, because I tend to go with double-headed trains. So as in these type trains, so that's 1-4-1. Tend to prefer doing that style, but if anyone tells you that is very slow, isn't it? 15 seconds. Okay, maybe we can speed that up. If anyone tells you they're rubbish, then they've never actually used them. I mean, I could probably support 2 of them. But how would I do that? I could flip it round, couldn't I? We could have the copper in the middle. But then I could move this up as well. It's only there to stop so that I can reuse the line. Let's rethink that then. So if we take that out to over there, take that one to over there. One have their uses. So I just prefer it as a general system. But what inspired the change? What you So I could put that there. And then that could be the copper. And that could be the other one. So that could be those 2. That could be that one. Will that work? So that needs to be the long-handed. It's that one. And then say that there, that there. That like that. Yeah, that'll do. So trying to get my frames back by not using the mini loader mod. Oh, right, okay. Is the mini loader mod quite heavy on UPS then? I can't remember what I set that to. Was it 20 or something? Why are you not doing anything? Does that technically not count as having steel in it then? That'd be annoying if it didn't. I could move it all down one, but I guess it doesn't count as having steel in it, even though it is. Okay. Okay, if you're going to be finicky then. So move that all one down. Because it's not very tidy. It's like 10 fast stack inserters stacked on top of each other. Wowza. So 6 on the side of a train is like having 60. Oh my word. Almost like instantaneous filling then. Have you tried... because you can mine directly into trains, can't you? Always felt a bit weird doing that though. It's a bit sort of like... almost like a bug that they didn't bother to fix, as it were. It's sort of strange that you can just mine. But I suppose it's a sort of a unique building from that point of view, isn't it? The miner, in that you can mine straight into anything. You know, doesn't need an inserter on it. Okay, so they're both working now, so that's cool. Let's get some lights on the issue then. Cool. Okay, so let's have them as a standing request. Right. What else did I make? Oh, wrong menu. What else did I... Oh! Tritium. Oh. Heavy water. Okay. Empty DT fuel cell. Deuterium, tritium, presumably. DT fuel cell. So can you just burn them in regular nuclear power plants or advanced steam turbine? Consume steam. Max temperature 975. Oh, right, that's hotter, isn't it? Oh, okay, so we get a fusion reactor. So I haven't even made a nuclear reactor yet, and I've already got fusion reactors. Okay. Interesting. That makes output 250. Why does that not give an output then? Okay, but this one gives 10 megawatts. And that one gives 100 megawatts. Wow, okay. Wow. I have a stack mod and it's set 2 times and I can still fill a train in under 4 seconds. Crikey. I have to go on nuclear. I gave up on nuclear because how much effort it takes. But instead with a solar tiered mod. That is not OP. Yeah, there's a lot of the solar ones are quite OP. One of my other series I'm doing, Aesthetic Factorio, I've got a solar mod. And I think... so we're finally running out of tech cards. Purple ones, okay. Well, I say running out. So are they just not being produced fast enough now? Yeah, I've got a solar panel mod in that, and it has like 5 tiers of solar panels, and I think the top tier of solar panel would basically run the entire base that I'm anticipating. It's just like, as you say, I mean, it's OP in the sense of, that one solar panel is producing an absolutely insane amount of power. But the producing of it is, because it builds on itself. So actually building it, requires a lot of... Yeah, so these aren't all running, are they? Requires a lot of material, so I suppose it's not OP in that sense. Oh, I guess I'm robbing quite a few of those out, aren't I? Now that I've started using modules. So that might be an issue. But the other thing is, again, these bad boys. Now, is that now at a point where... Because it's not meant to be a full belt, as it were. It's not likely to be a full belt. And they're not being used there, particularly. Well, it's total of 4 tiers, and that includes vanilla. It might be the same one then. I might be imagining. I can't remember. Top tier solar only produces 60 megawatts per power, so that's fairly reasonable. The big thing the big thing that it saves is the fuss. You know, like the having to mess about with space. I find. So reds are not really coming through there. I knew reds were going to be. And reds are always an issue, no matter what version of the game you're playing. Well, it's not full, is it? So, oh, okay. We're now lacking glass. Yeah, it looks like glass is not really getting down. Yeah, you're not getting glass at all, are you? Silicon's okay then. Right. Now is glass. But yeah, it's the space issue that's the real big thing with solar panels. Because I did it's one you've seen, but I did a series doing my first mega base, and I'm not pretending it was a sensible or good mega base. It's my first one. So you're not getting sand, okay. Well, that's not surprising. Because we're kind of producing it. But kind of not. So they're not really full. Made a bit of a rod for my own back there, haven't I? Might need to rethink some of those. I'm not actually fussed about it being slow at the moment. It was just interesting to finally get one of the things that one of the sites is not being produced at max speed. But this is essentially a higher level belt problem, or a completely redesign it so it's a bit more sensible problem. But yeah, we could upgrade all of the stone, but it's an awful lot of belt. Is that still not done, that patch? Look at that. Still going, that one. Crikey. Okay, so I think I'll do that between streams if I get a chance, or like during the week or something, because it's just a case of upgrading a lot of belt, I think. Plus, I'm not making the next level of belt, so yeah, I don't really enjoy using uranium for nuclear fuel in this game of solar panel instead. Yeah, it is a lot easier. Top tier zone. Yeah, sorry, I read that already. But yeah, space is the main thing to say. I did this mega base series, and I had 1.2 million solar panels, and it actually still wasn't, supplying the base because I was using 12 beacons, which was not all that sensible. But yeah, so there's a throughput issue there, which is inevitable. It's not been designed for numbers in mind because I don't know what they are. And yeah, these 1.2 million solar panels, it wasn't enough to run the base, and it was like half of my entire base was solar panels, and it was just so tedious making them. Right, so options. So it's 5:30. We could start making some nuclear stuff. I like to play with nuclear just because it's sort of fun, but probably won't really run the base on it. Oh, it needs quartz, does it, for the heat pipes in this? Okay. Oh, and they're like an upgraded steam turbine. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not actually making any nuclear fuel or anything, so... Do I want to mess about with that? Boom. Because the next jobs are things like the Immersite. Because if it turns out, you know, I need to get the Immersite up and running to get the satellites, basically, to get satellites working. And I'm not actually sure where... There was some fairly close by. Is this Immersite? No, that's oil, isn't it? Improving glass production may be a bit difficult with the limited space there, yeah. Equivalent of 950k right now. Yeah, but I imagine in a fraction of the space. Look at these guys trying to... There's a blooming biter stood in the way. Just sort of imagine them sat there going, we need to build this here, please. Can you move out of the way? Let's go and wipe them out, because it's like ridiculously easy. I can just turn those guys on. And they'll attack the biters. And the biters don't respond. Because there's a bit of a either bug or conflict in the mods. Yes, so... Where is Immersite? I did see some. So that's more mineral water, isn't it? These are more crudes I might need. Was it down here? More raw metal. I thought I saw it down there. Unless it doesn't mark it on the map, does it? There's another mineral water there. Oh, here we go. Immersite. Let's go and have a look at that now. Because that's a bit... Oh, let's clear this up. Let's get rid of the evidence. We didn't do a massacre here. Definitely not. Definitely not us doing a massacre. Right. Need to mess with my robot mods. My ports are not recharging fast enough. All right. Are you? It's like you've superly heavily modified the game by the sound of things. Then it sounds like everything's modified. Have you got a particular end goal in mind? Are you building? Oh yeah, here we go. It's a different thing, isn't it? And we need one of them. A quarry drill. And what does a quarry drill require? Because I think this is where I start to use the lithium batteries. So they would be in production, I guess. That's not a fusion reactor. That's a fusion reactor. Quarry drill. No, so I don't need to use lithiums, but I do need to use batteries. So I need to start making them. Ish, in the... I mean, there's one here. Could I just handcraft them? I don't know what sort of volume you get out of them. Because I can't see any others. Use a mod called Advanced Solar Panels. It takes 10 solar panels to make one advanced solar panel. Use 10 times more electricity, less space. Yeah, so I think that might be the one I've got on the... Oh, there's one up there then. 16 million. That seems like a big number, but I don't know. Yeah, it sounds like the one I've got then, Night Raven. But it's sort of you go up. So it goes up to tier 5 or something. Can't remember. So I've only got 2 of them. So is there much point automating the production of them? Doesn't feel like it. We could handcraft a couple of them. So if I just order up more electric engines. So if I need 2. Don't exactly need... Oh, whoops. Sorry, just passing through. Right, so I need a lot more electric engines. Are they even on my list? There's something what I like. Mine's actually Advanced Solar HR. Also found one called one mod tier that gives most machines. Tier 2, muscle, takes lubricant to build. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, so there's like I know Night Raven you were using. I think it was the first time I encountered you. Is it Factorio Extended? That does a very similar thing where every machine has just got like extra tiers, and this sort of has some of that. This Krastorio thing, it's got like high level belts and stuff like that. The Spidertron seems to have stalled. Is that because of it's the purple, isn't it? Okay. But I'm not going to solve that problem without solving the... Yeah, because this is only a third of these are working, basically. Okay. I can wait for a Spidertron. I can be patient. Right, so... I was going to hand make some of these quarry miner things. And to do that I need electric engines. So I've got them on the list somewhere. There they are. So we've pumped that up to... Well, let's do it on 200. No, let's do 100. Are there 100? Oh, I haven't got that turned on. Ah. Yeah, so I'll just hand make a couple of them, and I'll have a look and see what... my miners are from advanced drills that just smoke. That one... just make, maybe that one more tier. Top tier miners are 2.7 base mining speed. So you're just doing that, you know, because you're just interested in extending the game, or... have you got some production goal in mind, particularly? You're going for sort of as many science packs as you can before your machine melts down. Factorio Extended just adds a few extra tiers to buildings. Krastorio a little more complex than that. Yeah, I mean, I think this adds, because this adds different things, doesn't it? So it does have your advanced labs, and I think the assembly machines have one more tier, don't they? But yeah, because it adds the whole... Well, I haven't really looked at it properly, but the whole matter production system. I mean, my understanding of this mod is you can end up not needing... You can basically run everything on electricity, and you don't need to make any things, because it sort of gives you free... You use matter... We're nowhere near that, and I haven't really looked at it. But I think you can essentially magic stuff out of thin air. Have I got enough stuff? Can I even find the machine? There it is. So quarry drill. I think I'll turn that request back down. I will leave that. Let's go and get that quarry drill. In fact, let's go and get me car. Oh look, there's a rocket all ready to go then. Okay. Cool. If I launch that, will it do the whole "you've won the game" thing? I don't really want to waste the resources then. Right, let's get the car. Just so I don't forget it more than anything. And I'll nip down to this Immersite patch. Oops. And I can see what it at least does. So, because I think this is the next job, basically, next week. Should have looked at it properly. I just assumed that a rocket would be normal. I didn't know you had to go through this. Whoops. Oh! Digging deep. Place a quarry drill for mining immersite. Cool. So it gets raw immersite out. Okay. How do you process raw immersite? Immersite. So adding more lanes was trying to max the production up some machines, so I kept getting mods to help. So right now I have a... Oops. Let's just pip top off the top. Hang on, sorry. So right now I have belts that can move 270 items a second. Crikey. Not sure if it does not end the game. There was something else that does end the game. Can't remember what it was. Okay, cool. I found... I just hit the continue if it did, but I was just curious. And I found you fully beacon assembly Mark 3 making iron gears. You can outperform inserters and the belts that feed it. Yeah, you do get into that. There's also like a hard limit somewhere, isn't there? Where some things... It's why someone was telling me this machine, this mod, and several other mods, they do like... so they operate in batches. So, for example, this process, it's like a batch process, and it takes 5 in and puts 5 out. And initially I was like, particularly the smelting, excuse me, where it takes, 10 bits of ore in and puts 10 out sort of thing. And it's because you can't do that, you can't have a recipe running faster than a certain rate, basically, or something like that. Because they did explain it to me, but I've forgotten. And essentially, the only way you can get around to that is having a batched process, essentially. But you hit fundamental sort of hard limits in the game that the devs put in. I assume this is saying it's just output onto a belt, because that looks like a loader. So I assume you just do that. I opened it up and then didn't look at it. So you take raw immersite. Comes out of immersite cave, okay. And then you turn it into immersite powder by using a crusher, okay. So if we pop down a crusher, boop, and then we want to put... Oh, I haven't got any power over it, have I? Should we just run a sneaky power cable over? Cheap little power cable. I think I'm going to leave the car here because there's a real risk I'll just crash into a biter. But I'm not that much slower than it now. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I really said that. Right, so this is just so I can have a look at what Immersite is about. I'm going to end at my usual sort of time of about 6 o'clock. British summertime, so I can get some dinner before the Eurovision festivities. Not that I'm doing anything, just watching it on telly, but... Right, so if I put that in there, what do? You produce immersite powder and sand. Lovely jubbly. So it would need another machine to process it all? Or I guess, because I haven't really been beaking and moduling a lot of stuff. So, oh well, no, I did that. So we put that in there. Oh, where did it go? Oh, okay. .69 Wait. 0.8. So it's going to need 4 crushers? Is that right? No. Completely wrong. Why is my math so wonky then? Okay, so it is slightly more than that, but that's fine. Oh, well, these won't have recipes on yet, will they? Okay. Yeah, so that's slightly more than it can handle. That's good. Right, and then what do you do with Immersite powder? Don't know. Oh. Immersite crystal? Okay, powder plus acid plus sulfuric acid gives me Immersite crystals. That's made in either a chemical plant or advanced chemical plant. Okay. Oops. Okay. So Immersite crystal is a lot slower, is it then? Difficult to tell with that recipe. It's also ridiculously loud. So it takes 3 seconds, and it's effectively 1-to-1, isn't it? So it's producing 1 a second of Immersite powder. And then this consumes... Oh, that's way slower, isn't it? So it consumes 6 in 30 seconds. So it's 1 every 5 seconds. So I need 5 times as many. I think probably this is better. Just like that. Well, so this would need to be 5 times as many. So it's 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I haven't got that many. Yeah, so it's still more powder than I can do anything with that many machines. Okay. So what else does that... Oh, it produces sand as well. Okay. So that might be a solution to glass problems, because we... Would it? Doesn't make sense, really, does it? Isn't there something else I could do with sand? So you're trying to be good, Night Raven, and use the FNEI mod. Wait, what? What? Hmm? Okay. I thought... Yeah. Oops. Russia. There you go. Advanced assembly machines. So there is one more level of that. What was I looking up there? Oh, I can't remember. So, The question is whether that's a reasonable amount of immersite, and I haven't a clue. Because this is using, I say we've got to do something with the sand, but it's using nitric acid and sulfuric acid. Now, sulfuric acid I'm already making. I don't think I'm making nitric acid though. It would surprise me. Okay, how do we make nitric acid then? Nitric acid. We make that. What? That's the barreling recipe. Why have you shown me that? How do we make nitric acid now? Let's just do it in the machine. Oh, I can't. Oh, okay. Rare metals, ammonia, and mineral water. Okay. How do we make ammonia then? Where's ammonia? That's ammonia. So ammonia is just nitrogen and hydrogen. Fine. Got plenty of both. In fact, what I could do... Should I extend this or tweak it in some way? We're going to get into those feedback loop situations, aren't we? We probably need to overclock that in some way as well, I guess, because hydrogen is overclock. Speed that one, because hydrogen has backed up. Well, it doesn't matter because this is all backed up here as well, but guessing it'll start to impact the chlorine. So might need a row of them or put speed modules in them, maybe. Yeah, so this is the rare earth production, but I'm sticking it on a train. Let's turn all that off. And smelting it over here somewhere, is it? That's steel. Where's me? There. So I'm loading on that there. Taking it all the way over here. And smelting it here. Am I? I'm smelting it there. So that's there, and then it goes onto the bus and comes back around again. Let's have a look at this again. So that's hydrogen and nitrogen. Nitrogen I am making and hydrogen here. So they're coming this way anyway, you see. If we extend further, then they'll literally be here. Because what I'm wondering is, what do I put on a train? What do I put, you know, what do I just try and add to the bus? That sort of thing. Because I'm assuming raw immersite is just processed. You don't need it for anything. I'm assuming you make everything out of immersite crystal. I keep looking for this to show me what the products are. That's not what I'm after, is it? Have I got anything I can make from immersite? I don't think I have. Let's have a look on the tech tree. Because I think they're coming. So, see that? I've not researched. These aren't out of reach. So all of those are. If that's that one there. So advanced fuel, that uses immersite, but I can't do that yet. So AI cores, do they use immersite? Oh, they do. Okay, immersite crystal. Okay, so I'm going to presumably need to make quite a few of them. Okay. So yeah, so we need Immersite crystals, I think, for all the production on the bus. So, can I just sort of add it on? I could do the whole, you know, split it and send it both ways if I need to make it stuff here. But I've got also, because this is going to be quite a big production then, to process all of this. We just build it that way. And it'll be added in earlier. Because that would also give me a second one of them, maybe, to use for the thing. Because this uses rare metals. But they're coming this way as well, you see. I could always make them... That's a liquid, isn't it? Yeah, so we could make them down here somewhere. And this gap I've opened up. Oh, I never put tags on them. And then what's this? So this is nitrogen. That and that. Oops. Oxygen there. I keep hitting the wrong thing. Hydrogen there. Oh, of course you condense it, don't you? That's right, you can condense it out the air. Or make it via that electrolysis. And I'm doing both sort of belt and braces style. Okay. And a default search the craft button shows the different ways how to make it. The use button shows that where it goes. Okay. Oops. So if I select that, so craft. So yeah, it's made out of that too. No. Usage. Wait, which one did I click? Wrong one. Oh, you know, so that one, usage, it's only used in crystal? Is that what that's telling me? So if I then switch that to the crystal. Oh, of 15. Okay, hang on. So is this used... It's using 10 things. Okay, so you do need the raw, the immersite powder for things. Do I need it for anything I'm going to do? No, West End Colossal Terror has unparalleled strength. So it looks like... Okay. So it looks like I do need to put powder. Is the raw stuff used then? Thanks for that, Night Raven. Okay, so that's the matter one that, yeah, magic things out of nowhere. So we don't need to put this anywhere. I mean, I could train this around, but we're so close to the main base. But it looks like the old powder is used in a fair few recipes, some of which I don't care about. Pollution filters, I don't care. Anti-biter, don't care. Anti-creep, don't care. But Immersium beam, do care, probably. Immersium gear wheel, I do. So it's the powder that's the key. And then that's the things. So it's the powder we need to get. So we could crush it here. And then potentially do a train across, maybe? I mean, we could just set up like an Immersite production area here, and if I need to add things in, because we can easily like extend. I mean, I've only got like 3 lanes left, but I can easily add more this way, and we'll just have like a dog leg, so I can extend the the thing up because we've got loads of space, so I can just have extra lanes of the bus just starting here somewhere for the Immersite. And I'll have to remember, because science is all the way up here, I'll have to remember to account for that. But yeah, it's not like we've sort of run out of space. We've got plenty of room left. So I could just have a whole Immersite production area here. Then we need some pumps on these pipes, to be honest with you, because they're very long. Okay. So that's going to be the next one. But thanks for that, Nora. I say I never quite understood what was going on with this, and that makes a lot more sense then. So if I wanted to find out how to make Immersium beams, I could use the craft search. And what they used in is 13 recipes. Okay. So yeah, this is where it gets into the whole new stuff, really, isn't it? Okay, there was one extra research I wanted to add on, wasn't there? Which I think was the satellite one. I better add that on so I don't get a surprise. Is it that one? Singularity Lab is on there. That one. There we go. So then we're ready. I think we'll call, obviously it's going to take a while for it to chunk through. But yeah, we'll sort of pause the research there and I can build all those machines, work on Immersite, all that sort of stuff. So I'm way off launching a rocket, aren't I? I just assumed it was the same. Well, I could launch a rocket. We could do that. In fact, let's do that, shall we? It's just it doesn't mean anything. Let's go and launch one on principle. Okay. Waybase is going, you may not need that much massing for now. Leave it at space for improvement just in case. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think what I'll do, so what I'll... Oops. Just ran through the uranium, obviously. What I'll do, I'll make an allowance for it. So basically, there are some things I need to build that we've, added on. But I'll put a little dogleg effectively, so the main bus, as it were, will have a little kink in it here, and I'll add extra lanes in so that we can keep it going, and then I've got plenty of room. It's a bit messy. I mean, I could do it at the bottom, but it's a bit more complicated with the pipe work. And obviously I did leave this space here so we can add stuff in there. We can have 4 extra lanes in there maybe as well. But the complicated bit is that I'm doing reverse bus for the science, so we need some way of bringing it back along here. So basically I need to remember to account for that. I won't do it yet, but it'll probably be, here somewhere that we'll put a kink in. And that just gives me extra space, basically, to deal with things. But yeah, I need to kind of go back and, I need to bolster up, like sand, glass, and that sort of thing. Maybe better to rethink glass altogether. Perhaps put it in here. Well, I mean, this doesn't seem to be hugely demanded at all. Or we could start outsourcing things, maybe. We could have a glass production here. But it just sort of, if this is producing sand as well, we could turn that into glass. But it's then just, how do I get it back to where it's being used? Is the question. Yeah, anyway, so let's go and let's go and launch that rocket on principle, because I did say I was building up to rocket launch in the title. Let's deliver on that editorial promise. Launch a rocket. If it'll launch, is it going to launch? Oh, there we go. Be super loud as per usual. So this should do. I could have launched a fish or something, couldn't I? Off she goes. So yeah, that would normally give us the windscreen. But yeah, that was basically pointless, just a waste of resources. But there you go. Editorial promise delivered. Right, yes, so that's it for today. So I need to go and get some dinner before I watch Eurovision. I will be back tomorrow. We will be doing more Factorio, but we will be switching over. Move back somehow. We will be switching over to the Blueprint series. So I'll be working on my standardized for me Blueprint set. We'll probably be doing things like inserter production and things like that. We're at that sort of stage. So we'll be making, I say, inserters and basically the normal types of thing on the bus, because all the science stuff is done, all the science builds. So we just need the builds that are about production. How many we'll do in that stream, I don't know. But once they're all done, then we need to work on. Then I need to test it basically. So we'll sort of go back to testing it. I had thought about starting a test tomorrow. Because the thing is, the test will take quite a while now, because it's basically almost a full playthrough test. So yeah, I need to think about when I want to do that. But notice this rocket fuel is only trickling out. Whoops, put the wrong bottom now. But yeah, so we're back tomorrow, 3 o'clock-ish, British summer time, for some more Factorio, the Blueprint series. I'll be back then on Monday with more Satisfactory, where I'll probably pick up the nuclear. I sort of binned it off on Friday and just worked on the foundry. But I'll probably pick up the nuclear, mainly because I just mentally wasn't in the headspace to do that. I'll probably pick the nuclear stuff up on Monday, see if I can get nuclear power working ahead of the power demands for the foundry. And then that'll be it for the week, and we'll be back again next week, and I should be doing exactly the same schedule next week. If you wanted to catch up with any of my stuff, so obviously there's the Twitch channel, you can follow that. For anyone watching on the VODs in particular, you can come and watch me live according to that schedule. I've also got a YouTube channel if you wanted to catch up with any of the VODs. All of my series are on there, all my stream series, the Mega Base and No Spoon Run, and obviously this series, and Aesthetic Factorio, and the Blueprint series. They're all up there. Excuse me. If you wanted to catch up with those, the channel is Trismegistus, but it's alias to Triggles. I think that's a bit easy to say, easier to understand. Or you can follow me on Twitch, and there is a Discord channel. The Discord is going to be the thing I really want from that is to maybe set up some multiplayer games, maybe do like community multiplayer games on stream, maybe. I haven't really I don't know, Night Ravens Jane, for example, I haven't really set about properly organising that. I'm doing a test with someone who's contacted me this week about doing multiplayer, but intention is to do that. The question I don't know why I haven't really progressed that further is internet, basically. I don't know if my internet can cope with hosting games. I'm not averse to getting a server and using that for hosting games, but until I know whether my machine, or rather my internet, can cope, because it's not the fastest. It's okay, but it's not the greatest. And in particular, can I stream and host a multiplayer game? Don't know. So yeah, I'm doing some sort of testing with somebody on Wednesday to see. But yeah, that's the intention of the Discord if you wanted to join that, or just, chat generally. It's a very, 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 very small community at the moment, but you're more than welcome to join. Yeah, so that's it. If you've been watching, hope you've enjoyed it. Might consider coming back for another one. I've been Tris Magistus. This has been Factorio. Thanks for watching. Cheers.